Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're gonna be doing a super quick unboxing of two new products from COROS. I've got the Dusty Pink Apex 2 and the Gobi edition Apex 2 Pro, which appears to be sort of a camo edition. And what's super cool about this is the box. It's like a gold color. If you follow this channel, you know I'm typically not big on unboxings, but occasionally when there are new colors that become available and they're sent to me, I do a quick unboxing to try to let you, the person, interested in buying these things, get a more realistic view of the colors and what they come with and the unboxing experience. So hopefully you find it helpful and hopefully you don't get sick of these unboxing videos. There'll be more in-depth stuff coming very soon. So again, I've got two new products here from COROS. I've got an Apex 2 and an Apex 2 Pro. This is probably one of their more popular models because it's in their mid-range of their lineup, and because of that, they're coming out with more colors, and we're gonna take a look at these today. Before I crack all the way into these boxes, I do want to remind you that I've already reviewed both of these products before on this channel in a very in-depth nature. I've had the Apex 2 Pro and Apex 2 for a long time now, so if you want to learn about the ins and outs and the nitty-gritty details about accuracy and the heart rate sensor and all that stuff, go check out the video that I'll link up here or in the description down below. This video is not a review video in any way. I'm just gonna take these things out of the boxes and get a look at them for the first time. So if you're into that, stick around. If not, go check out those other videos. Let's move on. So I guess we'll go in order of price here, and we'll start with the COROS Apex 2 in Dusty Pink. So here's the box for the Dusty Pink Apex 2 Pro. As you can see, it's got these shades of pink around the perimeter of the box. I actually do like the color pink, and I'm glad they thought outside the box on this one. It seems like every product coming out from Garmin and COROS and Suunto and whoever else is very masculine colors and very, tactical orange or whatever red. I'm not good at marketing, but you get the idea. This here is very subtle and it's pink and it's not like hot pink. Yeah, there we go. A little flappy. All right, inside the box we have the typical fanfare. Oh, throwing stuff all over the place here. You get the idea. It's the same stuff that comes with every single COROS product, including this really great sticker, Explore Perfection. How many of you have put this on your car? Okay, moving right into the good stuff. We've got the Apex 2 Dusty Pink Edition here. A little box that kind of holds the strap in the right way. And there it is. Again, we'll quickly put this off to the side for a second, see what else is in here. I believe all it is the charging cable, which I'm not even gonna bother taking out of the box. All right, there it is. And like I was saying before, this is not a hot pink. It's kind of a gray pink, if that makes sense. It's almost more of a lavender or like a purple pink. I'm not good at naming colors, but I'm trying to describe what I'm seeing here. I guess I should power this watch on so we can get a better look of what it looks like with the display on. What's pretty noticeable about the color on this is the white bezel. Your opinion may vary on this, but for me personally, I don't love the white bezel that COROS uses on their watches because it does shine a glaring light on the size of the display, and the MIP display technology isn't super bright, so you're kind of left with this kind of dull display inside of a really bright bezel. I think a black bezel helps the display quite a bit. It makes it look a little bit nicer, but that's really up to you to decide. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But as you can see around the bezel there is a color matched line, which is kind of cool for the dusty pink look. And then if you flip the watch on the side here, you do see that the buttons and the knob on the side are just raw metal, which I do think looks pretty cool. And then around the back of the watch, another subtle detail, let me open up the strap here, is that even around the heart rate sensor here is another little ring of dusty pink, which I think is a super nice touch. It's subtle, you'll never see it, but it does kind of tie in the whole package. It makes it feel more intentional than just, the case of the watch being a certain color and the back being the same as everybody else. And of course, the included band with this Apex 2 Dusty Pink is color matched to the body of the watch, and I would say it's color matched very well. They somehow found a material that is fabric that is nearly identical in color to the case of the watch, and the fact that they have a little kind of gray and white accent strip around the perimeter of the band does make it look really nice. So overall, that is the Dusty Pink Apex 2. Pretty cool look. I guess my only criticism is that bezel. I wish it was black, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, I should probably mention the availability and pricing about the COROS Apex 2 Dusty Pink. Unlike some of the other watches out there, like the Kilian Jornet Special Edition watch that they've made, this is not limited in quantities, so it's just another color in the lineup. And because of that, it's the same price as all the other Apex 2s. This watch comes in at $349. It is available right now at the time of filming this video on their website, in stock, ready to ship. Let's get into the next watch in this video, and that is the Gobi Edition Apex 2 Pro. In this one, let me zoom out a little. Whoa. I'm a little bit more excited about this one because I really like the aesthetic of this, just judging by the box. First of all, I know boxes don't matter, right? No one really cares about boxes, maybe unless you're a reviewer on YouTube like me and have them stacked around your office, then you might care. This box does look really cool. It's very different than their standard box, which is that typical gray color. This has this gold vibe to it, and it looks cool. Another thing I should mention while I'm opening this box is that this one does say Gobi Edition, which does imply that it is a special edition, but I don't know if there's limited quantities on this, and it is the same price as a standard Apex 2 Pro, which is $449 here in the USA. And of course, I will have the links in the description down below if you're interested in picking one up. With all that jib jab out of the way, let's crack into this box. And while I crack into this box, I'll remind you that this is probably a good time to go down and hit that thumbs up and subscribe button so you don't miss more videos from me in the future. I'd really appreciate that. Won't you do that? As you can see, I cracked open the box, and it's the same contents as the Apex 2. Nothing special there. I'll peel off this paper. People get mad at me for ripping these. I guess you want me to delicately kind of unpeel it, but I'm not that kind of person, so I just violently rip it off. And again, inside the box, same contents as the other watch. Charging cable, cradle. Unfortunately, the charging cable on these are still USB Type A. I'm waiting for them to switch over to USB Type C and make my life personally a little bit easier. All right, here is the Apex 2 Pro Gobi Edition. Let me just tell you right off the bat, this might be my favorite Apex 2 Pro that I've ever seen. I do really like the Apex 2 Pro Kilian Jornet edition I have here. It's like a contrasting white and black color. Really minimalistic, I like that. But for some reason, this is just a really sexy looking watch. I really like this. So it's got this sort of clay camo color brown, I guess I'd use that word. Maybe beige is a better word for it. And then contrasting that is a darker brown, but this is not a dark brown. It's it's like a grayed out kind of brown in a khaki color. Does that make sense? I'm doing my best job of trying to explain this. And on this watch, unlike the Dusty Pink model, we do get a black bezel on this one, which does make the display look a little bit better. I'll fire up the watch so we can actually see the display in action there. It all kind of blends in a little bit better. It makes it less obvious that you've got a smaller kind of dim display on the watch because everything around it's black. So the display looks brighter. So as you can see on the Gobi Edition Apex 2 Pro, you've got that same khaki beige color that's on the band that continues through along the case on the side of the watch here. And again, a nice little detail, just like on the Dusty Pink model, is that they have a little ring of that same color on the back of the watch, which is a nice touch. You've got a black titanium bezel, which I believe does have a PVD coating on it, which is pretty scratch proof and pretty durable. It might be a DLC coating on this one. I'm not totally sure. And then on the back, same thing. It's got a black finish to it. And the buttons on this one are also black, which I do think looks really nice. This is just a really nice looking watch, and I really like the details here. So the band on this one is a silicone band. This is not a nylon band watch like you find on a lot of the COROS models these days. Almost all of them come with a nylon fabric band because they have that Velcro. I think COROS likes it a little bit more because it does lead to slightly better heart rate accuracy potential with a lot of the masses and the users out there. But there is something to be said about silicone bands, even though nylon bands are great. I personally like silicone bands because they don't retain water when they get wet, and I've been wearing one every day for my entire history. I typically don't wear nylon bands because I like the way silicone works with me. I don't get skin irritations or anything like that. And yeah, this one looks really nice as well. And just because this watch does have a silicone band on it doesn't mean you can't swap it out. Of course, you do have the quick release pins on the back. and you can pop it off within a second and put any other kind of band, including the nylon band on if you want to try that out as well. Unfortunately, there are not two bands in the box like on previous models. So on the Kilian Jornet edition watch, you got a silicone and a nylon band, so you could kind of decide what you wanted to wear on a given day. On the Gobi edition, you don't get that. But the benefit here is that this watch comes in at the same price point as a standard Apex 2 Pro, where the Kilian edition one was more expensive. So I guess we should get a look of how this thing looks on my wrist. I'm gonna strap it down, and that is what the Apex 2 Pro Gobi edition looks like on my wrist. Now my wrists are 165 millimeters in circumference, and I guess I should also try on the dusty pink Apex 2 so we can get a look of how that looks like on my wrist. So there is the Apex 2 Dusty Pink edition on my 165 millimeter circumference wrist, and that's what it looks like. It's a good size. I think both, I can pull off both in terms of size because they're not overly big or chunky, and I do like these nylon bands as well. Okay, friends, that's it for this video. Just a quick look and unboxing at these new color variants from COROS with the Dusty Pink Apex 2 and the Gobi edition Apex 2 Pro. And now I want to hear from you. Are you interested in these new colors? Do you find either of these particularly interesting or sexy looking like I do? Let me know in the comments down below which one you're gonna pick up, or if you just find them downright ugly. Let me know about that too. I'd love to hear from you. Comment down below. All right, friends, if you enjoyed this video and you found it fun, helpful, educational, anything, please consider going down and giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel down below so you don't miss more videos from me in the future. And of course, if you're planning on picking up the Gobi edition or the Dusty Pink edition watches, I'll have links in the description down below that do help support this channel, and they cost nothing extra to you, so you might as well use them. And with that, I'll see you next time for probably a longer video. Okay, bye.